Hey YouTubers, hey Facebookers. Um, I am going to do a vlog for my YouTube channel that I'm redesigning and revamping. So I have everything written down here because it's so hard for me to focus. So I'm not going to talk too much now because I want to keep this focused. So this is my first vlog on my new revamped YouTube channel. As some of you know, I started YouTubing in 2008. I religiously, see, this is why I didn't want to write it down, but I also need to remain focused. I religiously vlogged a couple times a week up until 2015 when my life drastically changed, or dramatically changed, or both. I met the man that I would soon marry. Um, and I'll go more into that later and in subsequent vlogs. So I really didn't think that I had enough time to vlog. I didn't make enough time to vlog, so my vlogging pretty much stopped. And everything was so different that I kind of felt that my channel didn't fit anymore with my lifestyle and vice versa. I am now going to make time for vlogging because I want to share and journal my new life and what's going on in my new life, which has been 4 years of a new life. And you can always look back in my old vlogs and see how completely different everything is for me. So basically, the reason for the new vlog is because I want to support other people dealing with serious illnesses. And I already have vlogged in years past about fibromyalgia and chronic pain and things like that. But I want other people to know that you can get through anything. So that's why I'm vlogging. So because if I've been able to get through the stuff that's gone on in my life and is going on currently in my life, then I feel that I can help other people in that respect. So I'm just going to start with my journey into a better, I guess, a better health situation. So my husband and I went vegan on February 3rd of 2019. And I had considered becoming a vegan seriously for the last year. So since last 2000, I guess in the summer of 2018, I started reading about plant-based diets. In 2015, I was made aware of the plant-based diet, but for some reason, it never materialized for my husband and I. And so I had been ill for quite a long time. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia in 1999. I have suffered with chronic pain and fatigue for the last 20 years. Can you imagine having the worst flu that you've ever had for 20 years? Maybe some ups and downs in there, but just imagine that you feel like crap for 20 years, okay? That's me. Now, recently, in the last several years, probably 3 years, I think at the most, 3.5 years, I had been telling who my primary care doctors, now I've changed them several times. I had been telling them about like a vague discomfort underneath my lower right rib. And at some points, and this wasn't very often, I would bend the wrong way or twist the wrong way or reach the wrong way. And I felt like something was pinching underneath my right rib. And I thought that it was maybe a hernia or a muscle spasm. I had no idea what it was. And it just started getting more concerning in the last 6 months or so, because it is not like, it's not a sharp shooting pain, but it's always there, and especially in certain positions. So my current primary care physician ordered an abdominal ultrasound to be done on me, and everything else is good, except we found out that I have a condition called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So I'm going to I really am not sure how Facebook works anymore, so I'm going to try really hard. I think in the description of my video, when I upload this, I'll be able to put a link in there for non-alcoholic fatty liver disease symptoms and information, so you understand it a little bit more, and also for fibromyalgia. I've done that in my past videos, and so I just want for any new viewers out there, or any of my old viewers. I have over 700 subscribers out there right now, and I am trying to get this out there. So you people that were faithful viewers to me all those years before I went ghost on you guys, share my video. If you know of anybody, or if you yourself are having these issues, please share my video. Tell people about it. Tell people about my channel, Mindy A12, MINDY A12. And that way they can follow along with me, and maybe I can help them along in their journey of bad health moving into good health, I hope. So there'll be the links in the comments. So I am so grateful that I didn't drink very much, hardly at all. Maybe on holidays I'd have a half a glass of wine, because alcohol does not feel good anymore to me. I get really hot, I sweat, and I feel like crap the rest of the day and the next day, even from drinking a little bit of alcohol. So don't want to do that anymore. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. So I'm drinking my coffee. So I will never be able to have alcohol again, which I'm sure makes my husband Scott extremely happy, since I made him quit drinking alcohol about 2.5 years ago, because I found out that the medication that he uses for multiple sclerosis, and I'll put that in my link also, because he will be involved in my vlogs now that he's my hubby and he suffers from multiple sclerosis. So we'll be talking about that too. He cannot drink alcohol because the medication that he takes to keep his MS from progressing, that goes through his liver, and he can receive major liver, damage. It will stop functioning, and then he'll be in trouble. So I don't drink at all anymore. So, and it's not like I drink a lot. I mean, I literally, like I said, on holidays have wine. I got rid of all the alcohol that was in my house when Scott wasn't supposed to drink anymore, because I didn't want the temptation there. So no more of that. no more fried foods, prepared foods, hot dogs, sausages, stuff like that with nitrates and preservatives, because that goes straight into your liver. So no more of that junk anymore. No more takeout food. Plant-based, plant-based, plant-based. Exactly what it means. It's a plant-based diet, all vegetables all day long. No uh, meat, animal protein, no more dairy products at all. And that's where we've gone, people. So we had already started before I found out that I had the non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. That's a mouthful. So we had already started that. And what happened was, I had just said, you know what? I've been studying this now for a while. And, it says that you can reverse illness, chronic illnesses with this. And so that's what we're doing. And you, I'm hoping that I can reverse the damage that's been done to my liver already, and basically just stop it from any further damage. And it this disease can cause your liver to be scarred. Even though you don't drink, it can cause cirrhosis, which is scarring and damage to the liver. And so I am not going to allow it to get worse, because it's pretty darn scary. The stuff that I read is super scary. And I want to feel better, and I want to stop myself from having any horrible lasting results from this illness. So now I'm going to repeat myself from the beginning of what I said in the beginning of the vlog. So I want to support people dealing with serious illness like I deal with serious illness. And I had already vlogged about fibro and mental illness before in my vlogs. And I just want other people to know that you can get through anything, no matter how bad you feel. You just have to take control of your health, mental or physical. Change doctors a million times if you have to. If you need someone to take you seriously, you don't want a doctor that's going to go, lose weight. Because that's what a lot of these doctors think, is losing weight is the way to go. But you know what? Or exercise. You can't exercise if you have chronic pain that cripples you. So your diet is the number one way to go. And I'm going to write in the comments about, I don't know the numbers. Forgive me. I should have been more prepared about that, but I didn't know I was going to talk about this. But diet and what food intake is 90 something percent of weight loss, and exercise is only 10%. So keep in mind, if you lower your calories and you're eating clean food, you will lose the weight. I've lost 12 pounds. I'm kind of in a plateau right now, because I haven't been feeling good and I haven't been moving at all. And I think my intake of my food, because, oh, poor Mindy, woo, I've been eating more than the diet says that I should. And I'm being honest about that. I was really good for a really long time with the food that I was eating. I was fine with it. And then all of a sudden I feel like I have to eat more that's not on my program. So I am not 100% sticking to the amounts that I'm supposed to eat, weighing and measuring and all of that. I'm still a vegan. I'm not eating dairy or animal meats or anything like that. I am just eating more of the stuff that I should be eating, of the stuff it's on our diet. Sorry, folks. So I had to take control of my life. And so I started the program. And so I've lost 12 pounds, which is good. It's a good thing, but I've kind of stopped. As long as I'm maintaining it, I'm okay. Scott, my hubby, has lost 21 pounds at last weigh-in, which has been a couple weeks. And we need to weigh in tomorrow to get our current weights. And we will do that. And I'll vlog about it next time. So we are doing pretty good. Men lose weight a lot faster than women. They have a lot less fat in their bodies than we do to begin with, since we're the child bearers. He also has a physical job where he walks around a lot at work all day long, like 4,000 steps or something, which I don't know how much that is in miles, but we'll figure that out too. So he walks all day, bends, twists, moves. He's active. He also, thank God, since this diet, has started working out a couple times a week, if not 3 times a week. And so he is just doing fabulous. I'm so glad, because he has MS and he needs to be as healthy as he possibly can and as strong as he possibly can be to keep this devastating disease at bay and from progressing. And I'll put a link for MS so you can kind of understand about what that means. And so I literally changed doctors 5 times before my current primary care doctor did more in-depth tests. He's the one that did all of these. I don't even know how many blood tests he did on me. Probably 8 tubes at least. But he checked everything: thyroid, liver, vitamins, all of that. And then he did the abdominal ultrasound, which showed the liver thing. So I also am seeing, and today I actually see my physical medicine doctor. He is the doctor that is trying to assist me with my physical pain, which has unfortunately gotten worse in the last 2 months. I've been seeing him, Dr. Lee. He's 35 years old and he's brilliant and he actually cares about me. He's trying really hard to get me through all of this pain stuff. He found that I probably have a sacroiliac joint issue too, along with my back pain, which could all be related. I've had 2 trigger point injections of steroids stuck in my back for my hip, and I'm not doing well. And so the back pain is going up my spine, into my neck, into my shoulders, into my back of my head, and having really bad migraines. Yesterday, I was dying at work. I was dying when I first woke up in the morning. I couldn't straighten up. It was hard to sit. I'm having trouble sitting right now. And I had training that I needed to do yesterday. So I had to stick it out until my training was over at work. And then I had to go. And then I went to go see a doctor quickly. They told me, "Can you get in now?" I'm like, "Yeah." The doctor didn't do anything for me, but he read all my test results to me. Everything else is good except for my white blood cell count is high, which is inflammation in my blood and all over my body, which could mean I have an autoimmune disease, which they believe that fibromyalgia is an autoimmune disease. So it stands to reason that that's the correct thing. So he told me, "You should take time off of work and rest. Just rest. Do nothing else but rest." Impossible. I'm not going to be able to take time off of work. I need to be able to put a whole bunch of PTO together so that I'm paid for my waiting period. And I have to plan for this. If I am even considering taking time off work, I don't want to take off of work because sitting around and doing nothing is, to me, would make me insane. Been there, done that. So we're not going to do that. So now I'm going to make this short. I'm going to stop this soon pretty much because this has already gone 20 minutes. I am not going to take time off of work unless I'm dying or I feel like I'm dying. So I'll see my pain management doctor today, and he said that he's going to reevaluate me to see if I need to see a neurosurgeon and see what the neurosurgeon says by looking at my last MRI and all of that stuff and see if I need to have back surgery or hip surgery or whatever they need to do for me. Do it because I'm dying. I feel like I'm dying. I'm not dying. There's a lot of people out there that are worse off than me, and I totally respect that and understand that. When it's you personally, it's difficult. So I just want to help people know that you can get through anything. If I can get through it, you can get through it. I've been in the deepest, darkest pits of hell in the past, and I'm having a real difficult time right now. I'm really depressed. It's mostly the pain. And if you're depressed, it makes the pain worse. If you're in pain, it makes your depression worse. So I'm not going to let it ruin my life. I sought out therapy. I see a therapist. I read about how to conquer these illnesses that rob me of my joy. Number one, get out of your head. Try to stop that thought, the dark thoughts, and think about other people in your life. Think about the things that do bring you joy, and think about doing something different to get your mind off of the dark, horrible stuff. Second, get help. I did. See a psychiatrist, a counselor, and get medication. Medication is not the answer for everybody, but you need to do something. So see a doctor, a behavioral health doctor. Talk about this stuff to your family members, to your spouse, to your kids, adult kids, to your loved ones. If you don't have any family, talk to your close friends. And if all else fails, you can contact the hotline for suicide prevention. Even if you don't feel suicidal, they have resources that can help you for mental health that could be free, or they can work on a sliding scale for what you can afford. And so it's important to discuss this stuff. I talk to my husband all the time. Thank goodness he's understanding and he cares. And so I'm going to stop because it's almost 25 minutes. And so this is my first vlog on my newfangled YouTube channel. And I'm going to close now. And I'm going to try at least to do at least one vlog a week, if not two, which would be great. And so basically, I want to move forward in my life. And I also have, I used to write. I wrote a book. It's on Amazon. I'll put the link on the comments also. It's called Oi, Own Yourself. And it's on Amazon. And you can buy it. And it tells you how I got through some really crappy times in my life. And how I just pushed through, and how I loved myself more than I loved the idea about being with somebody else, about beauty, about weight loss, about how I felt about life. And I just, my personal feelings are, you got to love yourself before you love anybody else. And thank you, RuPaul. And so I'm going to say goodbye because I'm right at 25 minutes and I don't even know if I am able to put that all the way on there at 25 minutes. But love you guys. Peace. And thank you for listening. Go to my YouTube channel, Mindy A12. Bye.